right here it states your new credit limit is $28,000. Alright guys, and in today's video I'm going to show you how you can increase your credit limit fast. With these steps I'm going to show you, it's going to help you get into that higher credit range tier, and you will get approved for even more funding in other areas as well. Let's dive in. Now, disclaimer, I just want to let you know about all the institutions that you have in your back pocket that you associate yourself with. Every single one is different, especially when it comes to credit limit increases. Some of them might do 60 days, 90 days, and in even some cases they do 3 months. I got my first credit limit once my secured card graduated within those 3 months. Then after that, I didn't get my next credit limit for the next 6 months. So what I'm stating is, do your homework on what institution does what, so you know how to actually maneuver properly. Alright, and the next step that I need you to take, I need you to set up your credit profile. Notice how I said credit profile and not your credit score. Make sure you set up your credit profile so you can get these credit limits, okay? So that means no late payments, no derogatories, nothing negative on your credit file. Now, there are in some cases that some institutions will still give you some type of credit increase even though that you have some type of negative on your account. But we don't want to make them raise their eyebrow and think twice about giving us a credit limit increase. This can start from you having late payments or any negatives on your account and you getting a $200 credit limit increase, or you having nothing on your credit file and you get a $10,000 credit limit increase. You see where I'm going with this? So with that being said, have no negatives on your account and you will see your credit score rise, as well as the credit limit increases. I'm telling you from experience. The next thing I need you to watch is your credit utilization. Yeah, you don't have no negatives on your account, but your credit utilization is at 40%. That's not going to get you a high credit limit increase, I promise you. I know they tell you to keep it at 30, but like how we talk about it on this channel, you can have it between 1 and 9%. Does that make sense? Your credit profile behavior. That's what this is all about. So with that being said, have a low credit utilization before applying. If you have any credit cards with a credit limit of $1,000 and it shows that you use 500 of it that reported to the credit bureaus, that's a 50% utilization. You are literally hurting your chances to actually get a credit limit increase. You don't look trustworthy enough. So what I'm stating is, pay that $500 off and watch how high of a credit limit that they actually give you. Now, some institutions are kind of generous when it comes to credit limit increases. So, for example, I know with American Express and other credit unions, they'll offer you 3 times the amount of a credit limit increase after just 60 days of being with them. So make sure that you are in position when pulling the trigger. Utilization low, no negatives, I promise you. If you have an American Express right now, then you already know what's up. You know that you have to stay in compliance. You know you got to keep your nose clean. Especially with these credit unions, if you're with Navy Federal or DCU or things of that nature, you want to look good to them. So when you ask for a credit limit increase, they'll actually give you more than what you're asking for. All right, and the next thing I need you to do your homework on that institution. See whether that credit limit increase is either a soft pull or a hard pull on your credit report before applying. Now, me, I like soft pulls because I don't need all those inquiries on my account just because I got a credit limit increase. Because I know with Navy Federal, if you apply for a credit limit increase through the mobile app, it's a soft pull. But I've heard through some people that I talk to on this channel, they still state, hey, I actually called in and they still hard pull my TransUnion, which is mind-boggling to me. So in that case, you want to make sure that you implement a strategy to find out what you need to do to move forward to get that credit limit increase. A simple Google search or even calling the customer service line, they will literally tell you. Or if it was me, I would do both. Call customer service, see what they say, see if Google actually lines up. Because sometimes customer service, they know, but come on guys, a lot of people just work there. They really don't care about it. They'll tell you one thing, but it's something totally different, all right? All right, so when it comes to the credit limit increase process, a lot of times in a lot of instances, they will make sure and ask you that your personal information is still up to date. It's not the same thing when it comes to disputing process with the credit bureaus. The credit unions just want to make sure nothing has changed over the time of the course of 3 to 6, 9 months, things of that nature, to make sure everything is still accurate. All right, and the next step is, a lot of institutions will ask you, what is the reason or the nature of you wanting a credit limit increase? Make sure that you have a good, valid reason. Some banks will literally ask you, Now, I'm not telling you to say a lie because we know lying is bad. But from my experience, this is not financial advice, this is just for educational purposes only. But from my experience, me saying home improvement, buying furniture, etc., always gives me a better chance of getting a higher credit limit increase. The reason why is because they want those transactions. So with that being said, a lot of times they'll give you the credit limit increase just for that. Now, the income part. You want to make sure that you're adding as many income streams that you have and how much you make before taxes is actually taken out. The reason why is because they'll actually configure an actual number that they want to actually lend out to you. So if you have 3 to 4 to 5, 6 incomes that you have, make sure that you put it on the application. Now, the credit limit offer. Always ask for more than the amount that you actually want. So if you want a $4,000 credit limit, don't just ask for 4,000, shoot for the stars. Ask for 10,000, 15,000. Heck, you can ask for even 20,000. No, they're not gonna automatically deny you. They'll meet you in the middle. They'll state, hey, we know that you asked for $20,000, but we can give you a $15,000 credit limit increase. That's more than what you asked for. Does that make sense? Because if you just ask for 4,000, you just, okay, great. Now you gotta wait another 6 months to ask for another 8,000. Things of that nature. So with that being said, shoot for the sky and see what they give you. I'm telling you, it's gonna be way more than what you asked for if you follow all of these steps. It just takes a little bit of information and you doing your homework, but once you get it, you will actually be successful and happy with the results. I want to appreciate you guys for stopping by. Now go get that high credit limit just like I did, all right? And I promise you, you're going to be happy with the results. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen.